Yes, sir, baby. Welcome to the Tennessee Titan Podcast, baby. It's your favorite co-host and host in the building, baby. You know how it goes, man. Got me, RJ Ellison. You know what I'm saying? We here to talk about Tennessee Titans, and we got my co-host Firestone. How you doing, bro?
Man, doing good, doing good. Ready to talk some more Titans football, man. We got a lot of good topics to cover, man. I'm excited.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Morocco, how you doing today, man? What's going on, man? Let us know how you feel.
Man, I'm blessed as always, ready to get into this Fire Titans ish or whatever, man. But before we kick it off, man, we're gonna go ahead and plug our sponsor for the night. Well, one of our sponsors for the night, anyway. And man, I'm gonna tell you, man, my guy Steve, been down with him 20 years, man. I mean, hey, man, if you got Steve in your corner, man, he gonna work for you. And if you trying to get that dream home, that dream car, or you trying to, get you some funds to start you up a business or whatever, but your credit ain't just, all the way there, man, holler at my guy Steve, man. I mean, you can hit him up, creditkingsteve.com or creditking10k.com, man. I mean, he worked for the IRS for over 10 years, man. So, I mean, hey, man, the boy know money, man. Y'all go holler at him.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. So today we got some, a bunch of stuff that's happening a little bit, off the football field, man. I want to show you guys a video, man, from Rand Carthon, man, before we start things off, man. It's gonna motivate y'all, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna have you hyped for our GM, man. I know I don't think you've seen it, Firestone. I don't think you've seen him, Rocco, but I watched it and I ain't gonna lie, it's a good video, man. I'm gonna go ahead and play it for y'all.
To hear somebody that can and just take that. I didn't come into this saying I want the Titans GM job because I wanted to be the first black GM in history. That wasn't on my radar. And create a sound that elicits a feeling and emotion. I want to be the best. I want to be the GM that's a part of the group that brought the first Lombardi here.
I love this hiring of Rand Carthon.
And we're going to do some great things together here, man. I'm excited. Now it's time to work. Every time they hear this song, it takes them to a place that it just started off with just this. You still have to deal with the stress. You got a family 3,000 miles away. You can prepare for everything, but until you've been a GM, you've never been a GM.
Yeah, that's our GM right there, man.
Hey, where's the brick wall? I'm ready to run through it right now, bro. I'm ready.
Hey, man, just to let you know, man, there's good things coming in this organization, man. Miss Amy, she cares, man. And I just like Rand Carthon, man. It was just something about that hire, man. It just felt like it stick. It felt like it was the right move at the right time for me, man. And I feel like he was the guy for the job, And hopefully, man, he gives up, like he said, man. Hope he's with us when we get our first Lombardi, because I know it's coming. I believe.
Yeah, bro. Go ahead, Marco.
Yeah, man. I mean, you already know Rand, man. He gonna bring that energy every time he get on that camera, every time he step to the podium, man. I mean, dude used to be a player, so along with Vrabel, I mean, they gonna always bring that player's mentality, man. And I mean, this ain't the only piece of content that got me pumped this week, man. I mean, we gonna get to the rest of it later on, but hey, I can't wait to kick this season off, man. I honestly believe we're gonna shock some people.
Yeah, man. A lot of people are counting us out this season, man. And I'm just been telling people, man, like, I feel like, man, we're gonna shock some folks, man. I keep stressing it, man. Physicality and trench play, man, is gonna carry us, and obviously our quarterback. But I believe in Ryan Tannehill, and you know what I'm saying. I may not believe him much in the playoffs, but as in the regular season, I believe in Ryan Tannehill.
Hey, all right.
He doing all this celebrating like I ain't just told him this already, man. It's in I believe in him in the regular season. It's them playoffs, man. I need you to step up, man. Step up.
Bruh, it's just nice to hear that on the podcast and not in the back room. No.
Yeah, RJ got to jump in character on him, man. But in the back room, man, I mean, he be as logical can be.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Let me see, man. I got some for y'all, man. Since we on the topic of Ryan Tannehill, man, I got a good little video, man, for Firestone over here because you know he's a big pro Tanny, man. So go ahead and check this out, man.
All right.
But I know, like, we're doing the sleds, and I'm seeing Ryan, you know, who's 35, 36, whatever he is now. You know, he's played 12 years in this league, and he's doing the same thing I'm doing, falling out on the floor, everything. I'm like, I'm seeing him come back in the locker room. I'm like, Ryan, I know you weren't doing what we were just doing. I'm like, yeah. So, I mean, it's just like a different mentality. And then, you know, you just understand how it can translate. And you're like, okay, dang, like I remember playing in 2021 when we came here when I was in San Francisco on a Thursday night. Half the roster was down. Like, I mean, they don't think they had any offensive lineman. The very last offensive lineman on the team was up, who was from practice squad. And they still came in and we came here and they had beat us. And you're just like, how? Like, well, this is how. Now I'm seeing it. Being on the other side of it, you get to experience, like, all the work that was put in to get to those Sundays. So,
Yeah, so what you think about that?
Bro, I really feel like he has a chip on his shoulder. Like, as much as we talk about that Cincinnati game, bro, you know that eats at him every day until he's able to prove everybody that he can go win a playoff game. He can redeem himself on that. So I know as much as we talk about it as Titans fans, you know that that's like a chip on his shoulder. And at any moment, that's why I'm kind of rooting for him so much now these past couple of years, because like I can feel that chip on the shoulder. Like, no, that's not me. And I hate that that's a representation of me because I know that's not me, but that's what I've left on the field to be, and it's rightfully so. Now you gotta go out there and change it. So it just shows me he has that chip on his shoulder and he's ready to come out and prove a lot of people wrong this year. Will Levis ain't starting this year, bro.
Yeah, I don't want Lil Levis to start this year, man. If we start, that means we having a bad season, you know. And I just, you know, Ryan Tannehill, he always been a tough quarterback. He's always been a quarterback that, I mean, he's proved me wrong since he's been here, man. I didn't think he was going to accomplish all this. I didn't even think he was going to have a season. He threw for, 33 TDs? Like, obviously, when the situation is good around him, he shows up. And that's what I'm trying. That's what I've been trying to preach to people. So, hopefully, we give Ryan Tannehill a better situation, man. I mean, we'll see, though.
Yeah, I didn't like Ryan Tannehill when he first came here. I mean, I was just like, man, look, man, if he didn't make it in Miami, what makes you think he gonna make it here? And I ain't gonna lie, neither. Some of that too was, you know, my fandom for Marcus. But when Tannehill got the job, I had to set all that to the side, as I do with every player that put on two-tone blue. I said, man, I'm gonna support this guy until I can't support him. Yeah. And ever since he became a starter, man, I've been supporting Ryan Tannehill. And I tell people I'm not a Ryan Tannehill lover and I'm not a Ryan Tannehill hater. But my issue with people is they act like Ryan Tannehill is the worst quarterback in the NFL. I mean, you let some of them tell it. Ryan Tannehill shouldn't even got another contract from the Titans, in which, man, they did not pay him that dadgum much. I mean, you look at what all these other quarterbacks are making right now. Yeah. Daniel Jones over $40 million. Kyler Murray over $40 million. Tannehill, he making what, 27? It's just a cap hit from the restructure. I wish people would get that together and understand that we getting good value out of him. I mean, sure enough, he's not, you know, the quarterback that's going to elevate a team, but you surround him with pieces, he can win games.
Absolutely. He doesn't put you in a position to lose at like a lot of games. That's what a lot of cute quarterbacks will go out there and they'll make bad reads or they'll put you in situations that you shouldn't be taking. Like some of those smaller details matter of not taking sacks when you need to, knowing when to throw the ball, knowing when to run off. Those little things add up and matter. And so I think this year is going to be a shocker for a lot of people for what the Titans can do. It just feels different.
Yeah. They always count us out, man. Even when we were 2021, we had Julio Jones and AJ. They were still talking about we gonna go 9-8. Like, I'm like, how we gonna go 9-8 with this team, man? Come on now. Like, and when we got number one in the AFC, they over there telling me, like, you guys are gonna be able to keep it. You ain't gonna be able to keep the number 1-8. Yeah, guess what? Number one in the AFC. And like, man, they do this with us every year, man. Come on now. I'm looking at they picking Jacksonville. They think Jacksonville finna just easily win this division. Like, when has Jacksonville ever won the AFC South easily? You know what I'm saying? Even in their 2017 magical run, they didn't win the AFC South easily. Like, come on now. Like, let's be realistic here. You know what I'm saying? They probably gonna struggle with the Texans and Colts this year. Like, they got beat by them last year and they were terrible. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, hey, I'm just tired of the cap, man. People doing a lot of capping this off season, and we're gonna prove some doubters wrong, man. Our physicality always get to people, especially teams in the AFC South. So we'll see.
And y'all, man, make sure y'all go and watch Mr. Titans live broadcast.
Yes,
I believe it's next week, 24th or the 25th. Mr. Titan, get in the comments and let them know when your live broadcast is, man, because I'm gonna most definitely be in the building. And shout out to everybody that's watching tonight, man.
Yes,
and
sir.
hey, man, like my guy said, man, I honestly believe that the Titans can and will shock some people this year, because you know what the Titans do. They rise up when they get counted out. And going into last season, although, you know, they really wasn't expecting us to do anything. I mean, before all the injuries came along, I mean, we were 7-2. I mean, we were moving and grooving and doing our thing. So ain't that much.
They forget about that.
Right. Ain't that much change with this team. And that's why I say, if we got our health, we got this division.
Another big reason why I believe, man, is right now, man, that I seen the Titans had a little competition the other day, man, and they was out there having a team bonding, man. And I'll show you the video, man. You guys go tell me what y'all think about it, man. Make sure y'all hit them comments, man. Tell me what y'all think of the video.
When the whistle blows, give it a jump. Here we go.
Woo! Watch it take off, boy. Watch it take off. I'm finna get him. Good
I saw the push.
You heard the head, man.
This team bonding.
No,
this team bonding. This team bonding. This team bonding. We bonding right now. Let's go, Racing.
Done.
Ball game. Another one. When the whistle.
All right.
What y'all think about that, man? What y'all think about that?
Bruh, I like the fact that I see some people in the background working. I see Malik back there that's showing up and all that stuff, man. It's nice to see they out there doing some work, bruh. I love seeing that. And I love seeing the Tannehills out there pushing, getting it as well, bruh. Yeah, man, that's good to see.
I like this comment. He said, I tell you one thing, man. He said, we punching people in the mouth this year. I've been trying to tell them they don't know what's coming.
Core.
That's one thing the Titans gonna do. They gonna throw some haymakers
out this year, man.
Watch
that video. The first time I watched it, I got chills, man. I mean, that right there gets me going, man. Just to see all the guys out there just going hard, man. And I know we talk about the conditioning or whatever and how the Titans go about getting in shape or whatever, but them dudes love it, man. You can look on their faces and tell, man, they love being out there going hard with each other. And something else I noticed in that video too, Treylon Burks being highlighted a lot, man. I mean, he looks healthy. He looks ready to go. He's hungry, and I'm expecting a big year from him as well.
Yeah, you heard that he stayed in Nashville all off season, so
Yes, sir.
he looked like he taking this serious, which is something I love to see. Like it's cool to see your work ethic in the season, but we see who really loves football and who really wants to play and be better in this game and make an impact about in the off season, and he's proven that in the off season.
I'm gonna show this comment real quick. Thank you, Ty, for posting it. He said Diana Rossini said Ty social media is coming out to everyone, and that's the truth. Look, I even shouted
Shout out
out.
to Nate and
We
his
shouted out
crew,
Nate
man.
Bain on. I shouted out Nate
Yeah.
Bain on Twitter, man. I said, dude, bro, hey, keep up the good work, bro. If you watching this, man, keep up the good work, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? They starting to take notice in your craft, man, and we appreciate you for coming on this show, man, and telling us telling us how things move. You know, I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. Every time I see the entire social media group, bro, like I just be happy because I think Nate Bain's a really good dude, man. What's going on, Ty
man? I
Rossi?
mean, they always come through for us, man. I mean, just with major content, man. I mean, no matter what, I mean, they can take the simplest little thing and make it into some major. So, man, shout out to Nate, man. Keep on pumping out that fire content, and shout out to Rossi and the Tighten Up Load Network. I go Tighten Up Load Network, man. Y'all make sure y'all go check them out as well, along with all the other Titans content creators up out there.
All right, we'll get on to the next topic. So I guess we was on the topic of Traylon Burks, and Traylon Burks was actually at the podium, man. He was talking about some stuff that might interest Titan fans, man. And so I know we got a lot of complaints about the offense last year, and I feel like some changes are coming, man. Let's listen to Traylon Burks.
What?
I would say honestly, man, it really reminds me of my sophomore year in college, with that being Browse coming in. And just having that tempo offense, and just knowing like that it's so much things in this offense that we have now that you can just go be free, have fun, and just win games.
But my bad, I didn't mean to cut you off though. What was you gonna say?
No, you good. No, I was just talking up the clip. You good? No, man. I'm excited to see what this changes though, because a lot of people keep talking when they come up to that podium. They talking about a lot of change on that offense, and I'm ready to see what that change is.
Yeah, they talk about more up tempo style. He said Browse there. I mean, so are we going to a college based offense? I mean, I just want to see a more vertical downfield threat. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we can't just take the top off nobody. I've been saying it during the draft. Like, man, we really just need a receiver to take top off defense. And maybe that's Chris Moore. Maybe that's Traylon Burks. Maybe it's Kyle Phillips, man. But just we need somebody that can get open to get past some safeties, man. I feel like we ain't had that in years. So what was that? What was that little tight end? I mean, the little wide receiver we had. Khalif Raymond. Like, yeah, he was the last person I seen could do that for this team. And AJ Brown, obviously.
Oh yeah, that goes without saying, but we try not to bring up that one.
It's all good, man. Traylon got us, man. I mean, hey, man, listen, and I'm just gonna tell you right now, I'm finna go on a rant about this right here, because this man Traylon, I mean, as y'all can see, he done put in the work this offseason. I mean, he's doing everything he can do right now to get better. And I just find it to be stupid for people to be sitting up over here dismissing what he got going on after all the foolishness they said when he got drafted. All I heard was the loser section of our fan base sitting up crying, "Oh, we traded AJ and got Traylon. Traylon got asthma. He didn't make it through his first practice. Oh, we're not going to the Super Bowl." Man, shut up. That man coming in here doing everything he got to do to make sure he get better. And y'all sitting up still crying about it. He needs to go put up more than 40 yards per game. Shut up. Let it play out. Man, I swear, man. I mean, I love being a Titans fan, and I love every one of my fellow fans. But the loser section of our fan base, they be on some straight up stupidity.
They do, man. I ain't gonna lie, as a tight fan, sometimes I go over there and I agree with them, man. But I gotta stop doing it, man. I gotta stop doing it.
Man, that don't make no sense. They do the same thing with Tannehill. Like I said earlier, they make Tannehill out to be the worst quarterback in the NFL. And they need to get over that shit in Cincy too. Because I mean, every time you bring up something positive about Tannehill, here they go. He can't win a playoff game. He threw 3 interceptions and we lost again. Baby, we ain't going to the Super Bowl. I've been wanting to come through my phone and just get out on
Bro. Hey, I hear no lies when you speak, bro.
It makes me sick, man. I mean, you have every right to be frustrated about things, but sitting up crying about shit a year after, 2 years after the fact, man. I mean, you sound like a big damn baby. Just shut up. Trust the process.
Hey, man.
Just like that. You heard the man.
Yes, sir. Hey, Pastor Morocco in the building. Pastor Morocco in the building.
I had to get that off my chest.
I feel you. I feel you. You speaking the truth, man. You speaking the truth.
Bravo.
Yeah, I believe in Traylon Burks. Like, even all this wide receiver talk everybody kept crying about, I said, dude, like, I was like, we got receivers, man. I mean, they're not excellent receivers, don't get me wrong, but they like the receivers in the Titans office they just need to do their job. They don't like Traylon Burks is gonna be the number one guy. He needed to get thrown out there in the fire so we can figure out how to become the wide receiver one. Like he's gonna be fine, man. I believe in Traylon. You know, I've been believing in him. He was the guy if we were doing this show last year before we traded AJ Brown and we were going through draft process, I'd have been sitting there. Traylon Burks, my guy. I kept telling you can ask my mom. I even called her and told her, I said, Mom, we need Traylon Burks, man. I want him next to AJ. I kept saying that. And we traded AJ and tried to Traylon Burks. At least they got my guy. You know what I'm saying? My guy. But
that's kind of the thing. Like, we got a wide receiver. We ain't got some wide receivers. We got Traylon. And that's the thing. Like, we do really that.
Sleeping on Kyle Phillips, man. Like, we're not gonna sit here and act like he not no route tree technician, man. Come on,
Can we call it sleeping on him when we ain't heard about him for months?
Yeah,
and this dude ain't been on the field a whole season. So I don't know if it's sleeping, because like everybody has that potential and the possibility to be something.
I just saying, all we really need though is a legitimate number 2 wide receiver.
Correct.
Like,
just one more.
If that's NWI, what if he gets better?
Come on, bro. Come on. How many years we had this dude? Come on. What if he gets better?
With that one, man. NWI is who he is, but at the same time, if Traylon can continue to produce, if Chig can continue to produce, if Kyle Phillips can stay on the field, and Chris Moore, if he can come in and be a legitimate veteran, that right there will put Nick Westbrook-Ikhine back in his natural position. I mean, he wasn't brought in to be a number 2 wide receiver, but that's just how things played out over the last couple of years because of all the injuries or whatever. And if you put this guy in his natural position, which is a wide receiver number 4 or 3, every now and again or whatever, I mean, he can make you some good plays. I mean, I'm not going to sit up and just trash the dude, but
I gotta say
he just needs to be in his natural position.
Bro, I just gotta say this. Why are we talking about NWI like we a baby mama talking about her baby daddy? Like one day he'll stop cheating, bro, but maybe one day. We know what he is. Like he's a good
is the most hated, reliable receiver that we've ever had. Like
he's only reliable because he's on the field. He ain't reliable to catch the ball though or get open, but he's reliable to be a body on the field.
He had a 100-yard game against the Broncos.
He just need to be in his natural position. And also too, man,
people on the bench.
And also too, people gotta understand that. I mean, Tim Kelly. I mean, I believe he's going to be a better play caller than Ty Downing. I mean, he's going to bring a better passing scheme than Ty Downing. I mean, you already know all the foolishness that was going on with Ty Downing's offense. I mean, you had guys just, you know what I'm saying, running all kind of silly route combinations, and they stay having to win they one-on-one battles just to get open. It ain't no kind of, all right, we're going to scheme you open or whatever. It ain't none of that with Ty Downing. So I believe that these receivers, they'll be in a better position to succeed this year up under Tim Kelly.
Yeah.
Josh,
yeah, bro. I just read that comment, bro. I just read your comment on the AFC South fan battle, bro. You put that dude in a pack, bro. You put it in a pack, bro. Like, you had to do him like that, bro.
Man, listen, man. Them Jags fans, they get too much ahead of themselves right now, man. I mean, yeah, sure enough, they won the division. They went to the playoff, won the playoff game. That's cool. But don't just sit up here and act like their whole existence ain't been filled full of losing. And then this dude, I hate to even give him this much acknowledgement, but in the AFC fan battle group, man, this dude right here, he is one spineless ass MF. I'm talking about the second the Jags lose a football game, he out of there. He ain't never sticking around in the kitchen when it's 5. He always in the kitchen when the food's done or whatever, when everything's smelling good or whatever. But when that kitchen get on fire and things get heated, he out of there. So I just had to remind him earlier, like, look, dude, like, you talking about our injuries or whatever, man. Talk about the Jags, period, because the Jags ain't been doing nothing but losing ever since they've been around.
Look, the Jaguars lost to the Texans and the Colts, man.
Oh, I'm here for it, Morocco. I'm here for it, bro. I love it.
Bro, they lost to the Jaguars. I mean, they lost to the Texans and the Colts, and they were worse last year than what they're gonna be this year. Like, bro, like, chill out. Like, your team could get beat, bro. Like, by anybody. Like, it ain't just you get beat by the top teams. Like, no, you can get beat by anybody. Like, I'm glad they putting a spotlight on them. I'm glad they crowning them the division. I'm glad they telling them they're gonna win it easily. Because when football happens, they're gonna get humble. I already know they are. It happens to everybody. It'll happen to the Colts. It'll happen to us.
Jags ain't built for no first place schedule.
Oh no, they can handle a first place schedule, man. They can handle it. Let them play Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, San Francisco 49ers. Let them play them all back to back. See how they can handle it. Them boys lighting the ass, bro. They not ready for that schedule, man. Come on.
They barely got by last year, and they talking so much trash. They barely beat us. Like I said, they got beat by the Colts and Houston. Like, bro, they're just chill out somewhere. Like Lombardi says, when you score a touchdown, act like you've been there before. Okay, just act like you know how to win games. We can see the desperateness in your tone by how excited you are about barely getting in by the skin of your teeth. Bro, it's been hilarious. But this next year, watch, you're gonna go right back to crickets. They're gonna go right back to quiet. They're gonna talk all preseason, and by like week 4, bro, I promise you, they're gonna be quiet again.
They act like Mariota didn't put them in the dumpster with one arm. For real. I mean, Jacksonville's last trip to the dumpster, Mariota had the elbow injury. He couldn't feel it. He couldn't feel his arm. Yeah, he couldn't feel his hands, his arm, or whatever. And he went up out there and beat the Jaguars. And that was the last thing you heard about Saxonville or whatever they call it.
I remember that game too. We beat them 9-6, didn't we? It was 9-6.
Bro.
It didn't take much. It don't never take much with Jacksonville.
No.
I don't understand how they get off on us or whatever, talking like they've been running things or whatever, and all we got to do is smack them upside the head, and they right back in the dumpster for another 5 years.
I'm telling you, bro, lose to the Titans just ends their season, man. Like it's over with.
Mm-hmm.
But man, the Jags fans got me ready to hear the Colts fans talk shit again, man.
Yeah, man,
I give it to the Colts fans. I give it to them, man. I got to give.
I thought I thought it didn't get any worse in the AFC South with Colts fans. Then here come the Jaguars with no legacy, no nothing, no winning record against. But the Jaguars don't even have a winning record against any team in the division, bro. They ain't got one.
No.
Thank you.
One. That's crazy. The boys have been losing every year. Losing, bro.
Consistently.
So let me get on to the next topic though. We need to stop talking about them garbage old kiddies. But what's all to say? So y'all seen the Will Levis plays, right? Y'all seen the Will Levis plays over in practice, man. He was throwing them dots, man.
Oh yeah,
I got some videos for y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can check out, man. I'm gonna post it out so we all be on the same page, man. But here we go.
Throws intercepted. Darius Leonard has it with the stiff arm.
I couldn't resist it. When I see it on Twitter, bro, I had to record it, bro.
Wow.
We don't troll ourselves with that one.
Wow.
Oh my God.
I ain't gonna lie. I was not expecting y'all face. Like, what the fuck?
Not expecting that one.
Oh, bro, you gonna throw in a highlight of Mac Jones in there? Ain't that something? See, I knew your face was too excited
No
talking about
Colt fan
Will Levis.
posted it, bro. Like they was like, "Oh yeah, Will Levis looking dangerous." I'm thinking it's ours, and I look over, I see, I'm like, "What the fuck?"
I should have known. Your face lit up when you started talking about Will Levis, and it never lights up when you talk about Will Levis. So I should have known something was up, bro.
All right, but now for real though, here's a real video, man. Will Levis, man. We'll see, man. We'll see. Like I said, yeah. I'll watch the video. We all be on the same page. Here we go.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, I was low-key waiting for another clip to come in and it's just disrupted it. I wasn't trusting you at all on that one. I was like, when's it coming? When's it coming?
Nah, I ain't got no more funny stuff, man, for y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? I had to hide that when I didn't want to bring it up around Morocco with backstage. I was like, let me put this on there. I know y'all ain't watched none of the videos, so I was like, okay.
Yeah, that was
you got us with that
so,
one, man.
So what y'all think about Will Levis, man? I mean, he already throwing some good passes in the, you know what I'm saying, throwing some good passes. So what y'all think about that?
Yeah, he looked decent. I mean, I mean, they out there in shorts and shirts or whatever. I mean, it's kind of hard to, judge right now. But from what I saw, man, I mean, he can be something. I mean, if he just keep working, keep his head down, stay dedicated to the grind or whatever. I mean, he can do some things, man. And that pass he made to the running back, Vrabel actually spoke on that or whatever and said something along the lines of, you got some things you got to work on right there, because in a real game, the defender probably makes a play on that football in which, Vrabel is right. I mean, we don't expect this dude to just come out here and be perfect. I mean, no quarterback is. Honest to God truth, first-year quarterbacks, they usually suck.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and that's kind of my intake of this was that it's practice. It's practice. Yeah. Things are moving slow. It's easy to make some throws when the people can't come and hit you and you got that jersey on that says "Don't touch me," right? It's a lot easier to stand there and make the throws in the face of adversity in that situation. So it's nice and cool, but we kind of already knew that. Like, yeah, he can make throws, but can you make throws under pressure and when adversity's in your face, when you're about to take a hit? Are you going to be able to go through your read? So it's nice to see that, okay, you got the capability to make those throws, but for me, it doesn't do too much yet. Cause I mean, it's still practice. You still can't get touched.
Yeah. I'm the same way with y'all, man. Like I said, me, I'm not no Will Levis fan, but I'm a cheer for him because he got a Titan uniform on. Like I said, he do have the intangibles to be a franchise quarterback. I'm not even gonna sit there. That release he got is nice. He has one of the best releases I've seen. He, you know what I'm saying? He has a strong arm. He can pretty much throw the whole field. He's fast. I've seen his athleticism. You can see his athleticism in that video. He can run. You know what I'm saying? And he made that's a good throw. You know, man. He threw it in a tight coverage. I mean, it's an NFL throw. You can't deny it. I'm not saying he's gonna be the next Aaron Rodgers or nothing, or the next Drew Brees, but he made an NFL throw. You know, it is. And I think I didn't have it in the video, but y'all saw the pass he threw to Josh Wiley, right? That was in the tight coverage. Another tight coverage throw. You know, the defender had his back turned. He threw it. And that's another NFL throw. You know what I'm saying? He made some NFL throws. Like I said, I want to see it consistently. I feel like if he has a good situation around him, he can be a good quarterback. It reminds me of Ryan Tannehill. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the situation with him and Tannehill. It's all about the situation around him. He cannot have a bad situation. And I think with that type of quarterback, we don't have to pay him Patrick Mahomes money, so he's gonna have a good situation around him, especially with a good GM like Rand Carthon. You feel me? Hey, get that out there. So I think I was talking backstage with Morocco about this. With all the quarterbacks, I always had a game that I will point to that makes me like this quarterback, or say, well, I want this quarterback. I mean, the quarterback to be the quarterback for my team. And it took me a while to find one for Will Levis. I'm gonna be real. I looked through a lot of boo-boo tape. You know what I'm saying? Interceptions and bad games, and I think I found it. You know, if you go back, I watch a lot of college football, and one thing I know about in the college football world is Iowa is a top 10 defense in the Big Ten. And Iowa that season in 2021 they were 10-3. I think they were in the top 15. They had a top 10 defense. They had first rounders on their D line. They had Jack Campbell, who was also a first rounder. And they had a lot of good players. Obviously, Amani Hooker even came from Iowa. You know, they always had good defenders. And he had a good game against them, man. If you watch that game, he won them that game. And if you go back and look at it, he won them that game. And it's kind of if you go back and look at a lot of Will Levis film, it's a lot of just intermediate throws, or he made throws to set up the run game to win it, not really just him winning it, kind of like Ryan Tannehill. You know what I'm saying? So I'll play this video for y'all and I'll let you guys talk about it afterwards.
Get back and spend time with the less fortunate Levis in trouble and sacked again. Van Valkenburg. Get back and
hold on, that is not the video. Hold on, let me that was not the video. Hold on.
I'm about to say you leaning up over there.
Yeah, hold on. I don't know what that was.
I had to change
we
my
have
name.
technical difficulties here, man. that was not the video. I thought this was something else.
It's cool. I had to change my name on there for you too.
Okay.
I just said Will Levis is the future.
Yeah. No, man, you ain't finna get me. I'm just being unbiased here. I told you, I'm being unbiased. I've been roasting this dude all season, man. I gotta, when he do something good, I gotta say something good about the kid, man. Like, he ain't finna give me, so I don't have the video, so I was gonna play it, but that video I had, that ain't it. So I don't know when the world happened to it. See if I can get it on there.
It's okay. Watch. He's gonna when he opens up that Amazon package with the Mickey Mouse costume in it, he's also gonna wind up finding a Will Levis jersey in that box.
No, he ain't finna get me.
Put your Mickey Mouse outfit on and Will Levis jersey at the same time. But yeah, man, my guy Will, man. I mean, he could be something, man. I mean, just, you know, like I said, got to keep his head down and work and be patient with himself. I forget what I was listening to earlier today, but they were saying that one of the coaches was just saying that, you know, matter of fact, I know what I was listening to now, 102.5 the game, Derek Mason. And he was saying that, you know, one of the coaches was just saying, like, you know, just need to get the guy to calm down. Mm-hmm. I mean, he sounds like he's a very energetic dude or whatever. I mean, shoot, he puts mayonnaise in his coffee. So, you know, I mean, he got to be, you know what I'm saying,
What
kind of
the
thrown off up
hell?
there or whatever. But I think that goes into some of those interceptions as well, man. Just, you know, be out there so hype, and you don't want your quarterback just extra hype or whatever, especially in crunch time. You want them to have a cool, calm demeanor and, you know, turn up when necessary. And I believe that right there will unlock a lot with Will Levis if he could just, you know, find it in himself to just chill out from time to time.
Okay, so I got some good news, y'all. I got the video. So
Hey,
all right, we'll watch this video. Y'all tell me what y'all
man.
think it is.
Get back and spend time with the less fortunate.
My bad. I don't know what's going on with the sound. Let me see if it's gonna play again.
Get back and spend time with the less fortunate.
Yeah, I can't do it.
It's all good, man.
Yeah,
It's all good.
It just wasn't meant to be, man. Y'all ain't got to see it, man. Just
It's
go
all
look
good. I know exactly what you were trying to show because Wes Wiley, he had it up on his page not too long ago. Pretty much Will Levis got sacked, came back, and converted like a 3rd and 18 or something. I mean, it was a pretty tight one to throw or whatever, man. And had he thrown that ball a half a second late, the defender probably makes a play on it, right? I mean, worst case, it's picked or whatever, but the defender could have made a play on that ball had he been a second late. And, you know, once he get up over here and start learning from, you know, NFL coaches or whatever, I mean, he'll clean some of that up.
Yeah, I mean, ain't anxious something we always hear from rookie quarterbacks anyway. They're too excited. They're always anxious. They're like that's kind of a critique you kind of expect from a year one QB.
I just feel like, man, some of this, I feel like what Will Levis has, it can be fixed. He's not doing stuff that can't be fixed. Like, I just feel like with Malik, it's definitely, he doesn't have major concerns like Malik Willis. Like, Malik Willis, he's not even seeing the field, man. Like, you know, I'm a big Malik Willis fan. I was a big fan of him coming out. I'm like, oh yeah, we got the guy, but he's not seeing the field like Will. I feel like Will Levis see the field a lot better than Malik. But Malik, to me, is just a better talent. I can say
he's more athletic.
You can say that. I mean, he's more athletic.
Yeah, he's more athletic. Does he have a stronger? Do you think he has a stronger arm than Will Levis?
No.
I
would say Will does, but not by much.
That's tough.
Yeah, I would say Will does, but not by much.
Okay. Hey man, you gotta stop being biased, bro. I know we beat the brakes off Kentucky, man. Look, man, okay, let me go and squash this in the bud, man. Dude, he played for a basketball school, bro. Like, what is Kentucky known for, bro? They known for basketball. Like, he ain't got Marvin Harrison Jr., bro, and Zay Flowers on the other side, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, y'all gotta stop using these volunteer. I have volunteer glass too, bro. But dang, like, he playing for Kentucky, bro. They don't talent, bro. Like, they don't have football talent. Like, come on, the fact he even won 10 games with Kentucky, man, it has to be something. Like it's hard to win at Kentucky. Like, you got to understand that. Like, it's hard to win with them.
Who's one wide receiver he was throwing to?
I can't.
He had Wan'Dale. That was it. He had Wan'Dale Robinson. That's it. And that was the only year he was good. You know what I'm saying? Like, next year, I don't know who he was throwing to. I don't know. He ain't had no line, nothing. Like, dude, like, he played at Kentucky, man. If he had played for Ohio State, I feel like we would look at him as a different quarterback. I'm sorry. Like, I mean, he's still turnover prone. No, he's still turnover prone, but I just feel like it's Kentucky, dude. Like,
football is just something they do there. I mean, they not real passionate about. I even had a Kentucky fan tell me, like, you know, they support the football team or whatever, but you know, their real passion is basketball.
Yeah, absolutely.
You
So
said he
somebody
didn't make his
tell him out.
teammates better. Than what the hell did he do in Kentucky, bro? Because they were winning games. Like, hey, I get it, man. I'm a bit, like I said, I'm a big Volunteer fan, just like you is, bro. Like, dude, like, but the Volunteers are known for football, bro. Like, even though we've been sorry for a very long time, they're a football blue blood. They've been there since the beginning, winning championships. I know, you know what I'm saying. Kentucky ain't been there. Kentucky don't even have an SEC championship, like in football. Like, come on, man. They ain't even been to the SEC championship game. Like, come on, man. You can't sit there. Name me one good Kentucky quarterback. Name one.
Then your boy used to play for him. What's the big dude name? Lorenzo something. The big stocky quarterback.
The fact that we got to think about this dude, bro.
I want to say his name is Lorenzo something. I can't think. He was like a fucking 300-pound quarterback or whatever, man. He done passed away
I remember
now.
him. I know who you're talking about.
He played with Kentucky too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah, that dude, yeah.
Yeah, that should tell you everything you need to know about Kentucky football.
Yeah, like
I mean, it's kind of like
what he playing with. Like,
it's kind of like
a place where.
Go ahead.
No, it's not a place where they're not Alabama. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just got the football, just shitting out football talent. Like, they're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? So.
It's kind of like the same comparison like with Josh Allen when he was coming to the league. Remember, everybody kept knocking him. Like, well, you can't do this. You don't. It's like, did you remember what college he went to? He didn't go to a college that was really like big on profile of football. He didn't have no talent, this and that. And I keep bringing up that Josh Allen comparison, but that's kind of how it was too. It's like, bro, sometimes these QBs in college don't have a good team to make them shine as well as they could. And sometimes that's an advantage for us to get them in places that we should have never got QB. So we're going to see.
Yeah. And granted, though, I mean, I look at it like this. Even though I didn't want the dude, you know, so no Titan fan wanted him as a quarterback unless you were just a Kentucky fan. He was supposed to go top 5. He was.
Or a Tannehill hater.
Oh, yeah. You know, we got plenty of those. He was supposed to go top 5 in that draft, man. Like, he was supposed to go top 5, and we wound up getting him in the second round. That's a steal. Even though people aren't going to say it, you know what I'm saying, because they don't like the quarterback. It's a steal.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not, you know.
Yeah,
I'd rather get him in the second round than the first if we're gonna get this dude. You know,
yeah, so. I agree. I think it's gonna turn out to that we got him for a steal at that position, even though we didn't want him, and we're trying to make the best out of the situation. You know, we believe in Rand, and I think it's gonna show that it was a good pick there.
Yeah, man, you just got to be patient. I mean, I'm gonna keep on preaching patient.
I just didn't feel like I just didn't feel like we had the time to be patient right now. I just didn't feel like, but patient is always the key. But I just felt like we should have went wide receiver. But that's past in the past. We move on.
But you got to be patient with these quarterbacks. Like I said, man, first year quarterbacks usually suck. Not everybody comes out looking like Joe Burrow or Andrew Luck or whatever.
Or Justin Herbert.
Right. I mean, that right there is a rare thing. I mean, shoot, look at Patrick Mahomes. It was a reason why they set him his first year. Tyreek Hill told you that reason why they set him his first year, because he was sitting up there wondering, like, why the hell did we draft this dude? This man sucked. He all out said it. And once he got a chance to sit down and, you know, see everything what was going on, learn from an NFL veteran. I mean, he came in and with the help of Andy Reid and a lot of weapons, he was able to do his thing, man. And that's what the Titans got to do, man. I mean, it can't be no more of this. Well, we just gonna roll with what we got and hope we get the best out of this dude. Nah, man, you got to go out and you got to help this guy out as much as possible while he's on a rookie contract. Because guess what? If he ends up turning in to an elite caliber quarterback or even, you know, a good caliber quarterback or whatever, you're going to have to pay him. And you're not going to be able to have as many weapons around him. So they need to go ahead and get on this stuff right now. I mean, we in the situation we in right now with Tannehill being here, with Henry being around. Let this play out. But next season, though, it needs to be either Will Levis or Malik Willis up out there, whichever man can win the job. I mean, I'm not counting Malik out by far. I mean, he's still on this roster. And like I said, first-year quarterbacks usually suck. And I know people like to go back to his debut in Houston. And I was looking at something today to where they was talking about a lot of other dudes first starters in the NFL. And, you know, it was some good quarterbacks on that list. Matthew Stafford was on that list, and I think he threw like 4 interceptions his first game in the NFL or whatever. This man got a Super Bowl. Terry Bradshaw, he was on that list. Who else was on that list? Alex Smith, he was there. I mean, not every quarterback comes out and gets it off the rip. And even if they come in and look good from the jump, that don't mean that their career is going to end up being a great one. My case in point, Vince Young. Another case in point, Marcus Mariota. You can even throw Jake Locker in the mix because he didn't look half bad when he started out.
Bro, it's to add to your point too, is like, who holds the rookie record for the most interceptions in a season? Throwing interceptions. It's Peyton Manning, bro. Peyton Manning holds the record for throwing the most interceptions as a rookie. So you can't judge somebody straight off their rookie year and their first year to your point. They can come out and be great, and it doesn't always mean they're going to be great. They can come out and be ass, and it doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be trash. So for my scale is what I've always said is like, when we can tell who a good player is after they got tape on you in the NFL and they know what you want to do and how teams want to use you. If you can continue that success year 2 after they got tape on you, that's when we know you're good, because it's easy to do shit when people ain't got tape on you.
Exactly.
Man, that's why I'm trying to tell Jaguar fans about Trevor Lawrence, man. But now we ain't for talk about them guys.
No. Please don't.
Yeah,
we about to wrap up the show, and we don't need to make this show go any longer than it's gotta go. Talking about Jacksonville.
Yeah, so
absolutely.
We can talk about we got you always want to talk about Sal, man.
Oh hell yeah, let's get to it, man.
Absolutely.
My man Sal was cooking, man.
Yeah, so there's a Titans insider that nobody likes named Paul
Go ahead,
Kaharski,
call him out.
Yeah,
and Sal, he said what every Titan fan feels, man. And I'm gonna go ahead and play the video for y'all. So
I'm gonna make this short and sweet. This is gonna be a bad look, I guess. I don't really give a fuck because this guy's pissing me off. So this is to you, Mr. Paul Kaharski. I'm going to share with everyone now. If you saw the clip of you on the radio today, you brought me up about some idiot on Twitter. So I'm that idiot. Let me just share some friendly advice with you. You get paid to cover the Titans. I wish I had that luxury because I bleed this team's blood, okay? I wish I had that privilege. I don't. You aren't a fan of this team, and you get paid to cover this team. And part of that job description should be gaining the likeness of the fan base. Because honestly, if the fans don't like you, they're not going to give a damn about what you have to say about the team. And guess what, bud? Let me be the first one to tell you, most people in this fan base don't fucking like you. They don't. It's a miracle to me how anyone keeps you on when it's evident that your content doesn't get nearly the interaction as some of the other writers that cover this team. Because you're an asshole. A big, giant one. So why don't you stop worrying about other people's opinions and just focus on your own? Because right now, not a lot of people give a fuck about your opinions. I go on your page and it's like, it looks like a ghost town. So, honestly, brother, do yourself a favor and worry about your own shit. Because not a lot of people give a fuck about your shit right now. And that's that. I'm glad you weren't on our fucking podcast and you canceled on us 5 times. And your ass ain't ever going to be on it now. Not if this idiot's on it. So peace out.
Sal is a man of the people.
Yes, sir.
Everybody give it up to Sal, man. I mean, That's 98% of Titan fans right there, man. I mean, I'm not gonna speak any bad on PK because I respect his work. I mean, he brings another perspective to the table, but it's the way he goes about talking to people or whatever, especially when he's debating against them or whatever. I mean, the dude got some asshole tendencies or whatever, but I heard people say that, you know, outside of all this Titan stuff or whatever, he is a good dude or whatever. That's why I say I'm not gonna sit up here and just trash PK like that. But Sal cooked.
Yeah, bro, I love how he turned his own words on him too. He's like, "You ain't gonna be on our podcast as long as this idiot's on there."
Right.
I love it, bro. Oh, I was here for it, man. Because we've had Sal on here. We've had Sal on this show, and me and Sal's got, you know, had heated debates from time to time. But the thing I always loved about like our debates with Sal is like Sal knows that like these are debates, and we can get passionate about it and talk about it and not get personal in our feelings and all this stuff. So it's been a lot of fun having those debates with him. So it's nice seeing him talk about this when people get a little bit out of line with certain things and stuff, man. You know, man, I'm here for it.
Yeah, I'll make sure that, you know, I clip this video. We're gonna clip this video. We're gonna let Sal know, bro. Keep cooking, bro. Like that's exactly what we need, man. Like he's one of the main voices of the Tennessee Titans, bro. He says exactly how we feel. He made some stuff that I disagree with. I mean, he was on here talking about, you know what I'm saying, let's get rid of Ryan Tannehill, and I don't agree with him.
Gardner Minshew.
Yeah, nah, I don't agree with it, but hey, he's very knowledgeable about the Titans, man. He's a very knowledgeable guy.
And he's passionate, man.
Yeah,
I mean, everything he say is out of love.
Yes. Exactly. That's why I love the debates me and him be having, because like, even if I don't agree with him, I know that he's coming from a place that like he still loves the Titans. He ain't coming from a place of like low-key hate or anything like that. He actually genuinely thinks what he's saying is going to be for the best of the Tennessee Titans.
Facts. And I'll say this as well, man. PK, I mean, dude, just chill out sometimes, man. I mean, just chill out, cheer up, man. I mean, everything ain't got to be freaking war games or whatever. Every time PK posts something, it's like some kind of Debbie Downer or something, man. Yeah. I mean, all is not bad with the Titans. I mean, sure, they got their way. And honest to God truth, I love that he was on their ass about that wide receiver thing, because I ain't 2 minutes off their ass about the wide receiver shit my damn self. But PK just be doing unnecessary shit sometimes too. So PK, I know you ain't watching this neither, but just in case you are or you see this at some point, just chill out a little bit, dude. Have a drink before you post, man. Unloosen your tie, you know, unbutton your collar or something. I mean,
roll up that gun.
Anything. Just chill out a little bit, you know what I'm saying? It ain't all bad around here.
He said, I know Jag fans subscribe to PK site because they enjoy his opinion. That's all you need to know about PK. How does this man have a job? I don't understand it. Like, nobody likes him, and he still work there.
He don't have to be liked, but at the same time, whatever. I mean, he's a damn good journalist. I mean, I'm not gonna sit up here and discredit his work. I mean, he's a damn good journalist. Like I said, though, it's just the way he goes about doing things or whatever. And I hear some of these Titan fans that are, well, he asked a hard question. So does Jared Stillman, but Jared Stillman don't get no dadgum credit.
Yeah, the Jared Stillman. I really listen to Jared Stillman before I listen to PK.
Exactly.
Simple as that, man. Let's see. But yeah, we can go ahead and wrap this thing up, man. It was a good show. You know, always good to come on here and talk about the Titans, man. We get to see that these boys are, you know, they get. I feel like we're gonna be a better team next year, man. We're gonna tighten up. No pun intended. And we're gonna do our thing this thing. We're gonna smack some people in the mouth, and people gonna remember, okay, yeah, this is what happened when you played Tennessee Titans. So yeah, Firestone, you got anything you want to say?
Yeah, I mean, I second what you say. I think it's going to be a good year. We're going to catch a couple people off, well, a lot of people by surprise this year. Before I pass the rock, I'll make sure that we plug our sponsor, and I'll let you plug our other one. So, Pure Pressure Mobile knows the football season is about more than just the game. It's about showing off your team spirit everywhere you go, including your car. Let our expert detailers take your ride to the next level with our premium car detail service. Hit up Trey at purepressuremobile.com. Mention the Tennessee Titans or the Titans Coliseum podcast. You get $20 off on your purchase or your detail. So make sure y'all hit them up, purepressuremobile.com. Rocco?
Yeah, man, all your bad credit ass folks, man, you need to go holler at my boy Credit King Steve, man, and let him get you right. Because nowadays, I mean, you gonna need credit. I mean, it's all good to pull out money and flash money, throw it around or whatever, but you ain't gonna be able to do that when it comes time to buy a house, when you go to that dealership or whatever and want that 2023, 2024 Trackhawk or whatever kind of car or truck you into. You ain't gonna be able to do all, look at my money, look at my money, look at my, you ain't gonna be able to do none of that. So go holler at my boy Credit King Steve. You can hit him up at creditkingsteve.com or creditking10k.com. And I ain't gonna lie, he charged for his consultations, but
rightfully so.
You tell him that you are a friend of the podcast, he gonna give it to you for the free 99.
For the
so
free
y'all go get y'all that gun credit right and quit bullshit that holler at Credit King Steve, man. And we out for the night. Tighten up.